Andy Cohen responds to Tamra Judge quitting RHOC, has message for fans. The Real Housewives ladies always keep executive producer Andy Cohen on his toes. Tamra Judge is the latest to make waves for Andy amid the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 filming drama. As Monsters and Critics reported, Tamra shared an Instagram story alluding to her quitting the show as the cast films in New Orleans. Tamra later confirmed that she quit RHOC and is sticking to her guns, for now at least. Whenever something juicy breaks in the Real Housewives world, Andy gets asked about it. Today, on his Radio Andy show, Tamra's quitting the show was brought up immediately. Andy Cohen responds to Tamra Judge quitting RHOC and has a message for fans. During Radio Andy, the Watch What Happens live host was asked by a fan about Tamra quitting. It should surprise no one that Andy can't really address the topic right now. I got the report of what happened last night, and all I will say is this. I can't comment on what's going on, while we're filming shows, he shared. Honestly, no one should be surprised at his response. Andy has to keep quiet until all the juicy drama hits Bravo waves. Then we know he will speak out on the subject. Along with his response, Andy did have a message for fans about Tamra and what she's currently dealing with. I guess the thing that is at the top of my mind is that one of Tamra's best friends, if not her best friend, is going through an incredibly intense health crisis. So maybe keep that in mind. Otherwise, I really don't have anything to say on the subject, Andy expressed. The friend Andy spoke about is Tamra's 2Ts in a pod co-host Teddi Mellencamp. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum Teddi Mellencamp battles cancer. Teddi revealed last month that she had to undergo emergency brain surgery after several tumors were found. After the surgery, Teddi shared that more tumors were removed than the doctors initially thought, and that some were unable to be removed. Last week, Teddi gave an update on her condition to explain more tumors were found in her lungs and shared the doctor's treatment plan. The doctors are hopeful that immunotherapy will effectively treat them, Teddi wrote in part of her lengthy Instagram caption. Tamra has been by Teddi's side through her ordeal, and we can't imagine what she's been going through. Season 19 of The Real Housewives of Orange is in the middle of filming, but with Tamra Judge quitting, we are so ready to see it all play out. Our RHOC fans must wait until the fall before the show hits Bravo airwaves. Andy Cohen had barely taken a sip of his iced coffee before his phone started buzzing. It was a typical day at the Bravo offices, chaotic, filled with discussions of upcoming reunions, and a never-ending stream of drama unfolding in real time. But today was different. Tamra Judge, the Orange County firecracker, had announced that she was leaving the Real Housewives of Orange County. Again. Andy leaned back in his chair and exhaled, scrolling through the countless texts and social media posts flooding his notifications. Fans were in an uproar. Was it a contract dispute? A calculated move? A true desire to walk away? He had been through this before with housewives from all cities, but Tamra? She was RHOC history. A legend. With a smirk, he tapped out a message to his assistant. Set up a Watch What Happens live special. We need to address this. Andy's official response. By the time Andy took his seat on Watch What Happens Live, the Bravo universe had already spent hours dissecting Tamra's exit. He cleared his throat, leaned into the camera, and delivered what fans had been waiting for. Well, folks, if you haven't heard by now, Tamra Judge is officially hanging up her orange. Again, he said, raising an eyebrow. And before you ask, no, I didn't fire her, I didn't force her out, and no, we're not in some behind-the-scenes battle. This is Tamra's decision, and trust me, it's always a decision when Tamra does something. He chuckled, shaking his head. I've known Tamra for years. She's given us everything: messy fights, iconic one-liners, and, of course, a bathtub scene we'll never unsee. But beyond all that, she's been a staple of Orange County. She's a real housewife, opinionated, strong, and always willing to go toe-to-toe with anyone. Andy leaned forward, his expression turning more serious. I know some fans are upset. I know some are celebrating. That's the beauty of the Housewives universe. Everyone has their favorites, and everyone has their villains. But no matter how you feel about Tamra, you cannot deny that she's been an integral part of the show's success. He took a dramatic pause. Now do I think she's really done? Listen, this is Tamra Judge we're talking about. We've seen housewives leave and come back, sometimes with a bigger splash than before. I wouldn't be shocked if, in a season or two, we hear that famous voice saying, "I'm back, ** touches." But for now, I respect her decision, and I know she's going to be just fine. A message for the fans. After wrapping up his initial response, Andy turned his attention to the viewers. Now I want to talk to the fans directly. You all have a lot of opinions. Trust me, I read the tweets. I get the DMs. Some of you are devastated. Some of you think RHOC needs a shakeup. Some of you just want to know what's really going on. He gestured toward the camera. The truth is, Housewives is always evolving. It has to. That's what keeps it fresh. We've had cast members come and go, and we've always found a way to keep things exciting. So whether Tamra is there or not, RHOC is going to continue. It's still the show you love, with all the drama, friendships, and over-the-top moments you expect. He smirked, and let's be real, this is Housewives. Just because someone leaves doesn't mean they disappear. There's still Ultimate Girls Trip, there's still reunions, and you know I'll be asking Tamra all about this the next time she's in the clubhouse. Andy then reached for his cue cards and dramatically tossed them aside. And since I know Tamra is watching this, yes, I'm talking to you. Tamra, you better come on WWHL and explain yourself, because you know I'm not letting you off the hook that easily. What's next for RHOC? With Tamra out, speculation about the future of RHOC was at an all-time high. Andy knew the fan base was divided. Some wanted a full reboot, others were hoping for some iconic returns, and a few were just excited for what fresh drama might come next. Listen, he said, raising a hand. I know you're all wondering what this means for the future of RHOC. Are we bringing someone back? Are we casting someone new? Are we shaking things up completely? All I can say is, stay tuned. Bravo is always thinking ahead. And trust me, you won't be disappointed. As the show wrapped up, Andy grinned into the camera one last time. Tamra, I know you love to keep us guessing. But you also know, in the world of housewives, never say never. With that, he took a sip of his drink, let out a knowing laugh, and signed off, leaving fans buzzing about what was next for the Real Housewives of Orange County, and whether Tamra Judge was truly gone for good.